Hey guys, it's me, Dravian Edwards, and today I'm back again for another review of one of my Christmas presents. And you know from the two-part special of the Thomas and Friends Digs and Discoveries, All Tracks Lead to Rome, and Minds of Mystery. So today's review, it would be on the Thomas and Friends Trackmaster, Armoured Thomas, Gina, and Lorenzo and Beppe. Yes, as you may know, I got these three from Christmas. So I'll start with Armoured Thomas first. So here it is. So it says includes the removable helmet, and then there's Digs and Discoveries. And then the motorized engine, 3 to 7, and then you can see Thomas, Percy, and Nia. And you can see the warning of the choking small parts. And you can see the bottom, and you can see the other side. In this scene, in this picture, you could see Thomas and Gina were just racing on Gordon's Hill. So yes, you already know that. And there's Thomas on the side. And I forgot to show you at the front, there's Thomas's CGI promo, which is just a regular Thomas from season 13. And also you might notice the rock detail goes up, like behind the Trackmaster logo. So yeah, let's just go in the back. And also one of these were ripped. So yeah. So Armoured Thomas. When Thomas visits his friend Gina in Italy, he imagines he is a gladiator from his ancient Rome pulling the golden lion statue. It inspires one of the moments from the show. This unique Thomas engine includes a removable helmet. So that is what it says. And also this talks about the Trackmaster push along that really works on Trackmaster track, but we do know that so many times. And you could see the other engines. You could see the other engines are Armoured Thomas, Gina, Lorenzo, and Beppe. So yeah, and you can see Digs and Discoveries. And I really like the back detail, and I really like the magnifying glass. So yeah. Anyway, I'll just go ahead and just open it right now. Even though it's just already open, I already opened it because I really want to check it out. It's good. Alrighty, out comes Thomas. Sorry for the craziness that I do. Alrighty, there we go. Anyway, goodbye. And goodbye to this plastic. And now let's look at Armoured Thomas. So he looks very good. And at the front of him, let me take this helmet on recently. And at the front, you can see Thomas's surprised, shocked, scared face. And this is the same exact face from the Thomas and Ace the Racer Jungle Thomas, of the surprise face Jungle Thomas, if you really want to call that. So yeah, I know I don't even have the Twisting Tornado set Thomas, so yeah, that's a plus. So yeah, the front of Thomas is good, and I really like one of these Roman details, and I really like the crest with the number 1. And I really like one of these details. And I really like how the top was. And I really like how the side was. And it looks very cool on this model. And in the back, it's just so plain like any other engine does. So, yeah. And also this helmet looks very good. And it's just like an All Tracks Lead to Rome. So yeah, that was Thomas. And now let's look at these two freight cars. I'll look at the Lion first. So as you can see, that is the flatbed, which is red, and also you could see the Lion. And this Lion is the Lion of Sodor. And do you think it's the Lion of Sodor to you? And if you do know, answer in the comments below. And you could see the crest #1, which is good. And also, you can take it off. And you see there's these two pegs. So yes. And this is the same flatbed as the Thomas and Ace the Racer flatbed. So the other one is gray and the other one is red. But that is the same chassis and this is the different color. So yeah. So just let me grab Ace. Alright guys, I brought Ace. So let's see if Ace could really fit on that. Ace looks very good and felt very cool on this one. And let's check on the Lion of Sodor. Does it fit? Yes, it does. It looks good on its flatbed, on Ace's flatbed, but I think that goes better on this flatbed. So yeah, that was the Lion of Sodor car. Anyway, goodbye, Ace. And it just almost happened off screen. Goodbye. And then last but not least, this is the blue car, and it really has the treasure. And this is the same treasure as the Treasure Thomas, which I don't have because I only had the Sodor such as the Lost Treasure characters like Ryan and Mike, and that's it. I don't even have the Treasure Thomas. So yeah. And I know it's just the same car from the Monkey Mania Thomas. And I really like the gold, I really like the golden treasure of it. And when I see the underneath of it, I could see pegs for animals. And I found that very cool. So Mattel is very good at one of these pegs for animals and other stuff like cargos. So yes, that was the car. Alrighty, here's the Armored Thomas as a whole. So what are my thoughts on this Armored Thomas? It is very good, and I give this a perfect 10 out of 10. And it looks very good, and I really like it how the helmet was, just like all tracks lead to Rome. And the Lion of Sodor, and I do remember that when Gordon and Ferdinand pulled it. And yeah, and I really like the treasure. So yeah, now I'll go ahead and pop some batteries in him. Alrighty, here comes the battery screw shot. There we go. And let me just get these batteries. And it works like a charm. Even though it's just the same blue chassis. But that doesn't even matter. But anyway, he is a goer, everyone. He is a goer. So yeah, off you go, Armored Thomas. Alrighty, so the next engine we'll be looking on is Gina. So up top here, it says includes a spinning drill, and it's this. And yeah. Oh, and also, I didn't even really get the chance like the Armored Thomas with these instructions. They're just normal ones, so I really know what I do. I really crumble them up and just throw them. And we know man doesn't even need instructions. So yeah, now let's just get on to the... So, as you may know, Gina is the character who appeared in The Great Race and Digs and Discoveries. So this part is the action drill car. So yeah. So let's just go ahead and read the words. Gina. Gina is very proud of her Italian heritage. She loves to go on geology digs to uncover the history of her cherished homeland, inspired by the moments from the show. This quaint Gina features a spinning drill and a removable digging tool. So yeah, and it's just the same thing as Armored Thomas. At least we don't have to go over again. So anyway, I'll just open her right now. Even though it's just open. There we go. Goodbye. Just let me get Gina. This and this. And also, you might notice this plastic has a crack in it. So yeah. I knew that goes to show how silly they are. Just making mistakes and trying to ruin the plastic. So yeah. Anyway, bye. Oh, it just crashed one of the freight cars. Boop. Anyway, let's just look at the instructions. I knew they're just the same, but it's just folded up. So let me drop the camera. There we go. So yes, they're just the same instructions. At least we don't have to go over them again. So I know what I do. I throw them across the room. I do this. And now let's look at Gina. Okay, so we're looking at Gina. So at the front, here is her face. And it looks very good on her. And I know it's just kind of hard to see because of my light, but yes. So she looks very good. I really like her lamp and the lamp right here. And I really like the buffers and the coupling as well. And I really like how the side was. And I really like how the rivets look. And the rivets just really lined up like this. And the letter is an H. And also you could see his nameplate. And it says Gina. And then there's the rivet details, and this square thing wasn't even detailed like the Great Race Gina. And then at the back, it's just nothing interesting, but it really got the rivet details, which is cool. And then there's the other side. And she looks very good. And also for her wheels, I Sharpie markered them to make them look like she has 4. And that turns out way better. So yeah, that was Gina. And now let's look at this action drill car. So at the front, it looks very good. And one of these sides, and the back, and then this. So yeah. And I really know about these gear wheels. They are very good. But some others really hate these gear wheels, so they really have to get used to them, as well as the coupling, this fake back coupling. And Mattel wasn't able to put back the old style freight car wheels. So I am very good of one of these gear wheels. I'm really getting very good at one of these, as well as these couplings, which are cheap. So yeah, at least the action drill car isn't detailed, so that is a plus. When you roll this thing, it rolls. And now let's take a look at this. And I know it's just a yellow car from Rebecca, so yeah. So yeah, that's the same thing. We don't even really have to talk about that. And now, what you could do with this drill bit, you could attach this thing on. You could attach it, like so. And then this thing could drill things. And it's just, now, it could drill things, like Darcy, the tunnel boring machine. And I found it very cool on this unique piece of this, on this pack. So yeah, that was the action car, and that was the yellow car with the drill bit. So here's it is as a whole, like I did the same to Armoured Thomas. So my thoughts on Gina would be a perfect 10 out of 10. And it's all because of the ribbon details, the action drill car, and the drill bit. So I'll pop this thing some batteries. And we don't even have to do it all over again this time. Alrighty, so I already got the batteries in her, and she works very well. So yeah, just let me couple these to Gina. And there you, and there you. Whoops. And there you have it. And also what you could do with the drill bit, you could put it on Gina's funnel. And now she has a spinning hat, which is very cool. And it even does the same thing as Hunter Tube. And I wish Thomas and Friends 47 would do this. So yeah, that was Gina. And now the final engine from Digs and Discoveries is Lorenzo and Beppe from Minds of Mystery of the two-part special of Digs and Discoveries. Here it says includes passenger coach, and I do think they really need to add that. And I really do know that it's Lorenzo's promo picture, and as well as the other side. And also I forgot to show you the CGI promo on Gina, but who cares? So yeah. And I really do know about includes passenger coach because I really do think they need to put that there because Beppe is a passenger small coach. So yeah. So in this picture here, you could see Thomas and Lorenzo. And then you could see Beppe facing forwards. So yeah. I had no idea why he is forwards. So anyway, meet Lorenzo, one of Thomas's new Italian friends as seen on the show. He loves to search from Africa to sing opera to a small passenger coach, Beppe. He owns a debt to Thomas who saves him from when he's trapped doing a dig. So yes, and that's the same thing, blah, 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 etc., etc. We don't have to go over again. At least this was just open before. I'll just go ahead and open it right now. And then, there we go. Let me just try to, oh, there we go. And also right there, like the same thing to Gina, it was just a crack in this plastic. This just goes to show how silly and stupid these people are. So anyway, goodbye. And we already know these same old instructions, so I crumble them up and throw them again. Alrighty, so let's look at Lorenzo. And when I look at him, he looks very good. He looks very good and amazing. Second, let me just hold him. And first of all, let me get this focus. There we go. As you can see, there's his face, and I really like his mustache, and it's just like in the show. And I really like one of these rivet details, and I really like the lamps, the buffers, and I really like I really like the sides of him, and I really like the wheels, and I really like his back. So yeah, that's Lorenzo's front. So on the side there's Lorenzo's nameplate, and then you could see the treble. You could see the treble cliff. You could see the treble cliff. And also for the other treble cliff on the other side, it just been flipped. So that goes to show how lazy Mattel is. So that is a disaster. And I really know what this costs for Mattel. He's about to go into his doom. Anyway, and also for the top here, he has the bump on his cab. And also, he has 2 funnels. And he looks an experimental engine, like the same, or almost like the difference between Merlin and him. So yeah, that was the front of Lorenzo, and now let's look at his tender. First of all, let me get Beppe off. And it looks very good. But however, it was just reversed. It's just reversed. Which I almost do not like that. And I really like one of these rivet details on him. And you can see this back thingy. The front. So yeah. Lorenzo's tender is very good, and I will try to fix his tender. So yeah, this is how it looks like this. This how before and after, and this will be the same thing as Trayboy 55. And now let's look at Beppe, which is Lorenzo's little singing buddy, which I do know. Tube just said that, so I'll have to look at his front first or his back, and as I could see Beppe's face. It looks very good. It was just based on the CGI model, which is kind of cool, and it looks very accurate to the TV show of the show of Thomas and Friends. And I really like his side, and I really like it has Beppe on his nameplate. And I really like the top of this roof. And I really like how the front or the back was. And I really like how these geared wheels are yellow. So yeah, that was Beppe.